Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, Van Dweller, back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for August 2025. What we have got for you right now is a preliminary green bracket. Look at that, the topmost bracket, the green one. Not the other green one, but, you know, the mainly green one. The other one's teal. Is that what it is? All right. Well, what we have got is Dangler, who came in to seed number 18, so a lower than normal qualifier for Dengler, at least seeding wise. He's going to be playing round one, so pretty interesting here. And making a monthly debut, it is Winter. So Dengler versus Winter in round number one, and the winner will take on ID Kirby in round two. So that leads to some intriguing possibilities. This whole thing is going to feed into a top 16 against dog playing Tetris. So, you know, good luck to whoever wins this one. Just got to face, tied for the all-time winningest CTM player. No big deal. Okay, let's give you some just kind of a sense of where we're at in the tournament. We've already got 3 of our top 16 open spots determined. Orange bracket, it's Sunny, aka Choj. Blue bracket, we just settled that today. Guafi is into the top 16, will take on Meme. Pink bracket, Cobra will take on Knight. And of course, we are going to figure out the green right now. So we're going to be halfway to our top 16 matches after this broadcast. We do have more stuff happening tonight. So right now it's 3:30 in Texas. At 6 p.m. Central US time, or 2300 UTC, Tap Masters continues. Finally, it's going to be Eyeball versus Critical Lapis, winner versus Coster, and the winner of this whole sequence will be a semifinalist in Tap Masters. And we have another Tap Masters top 16 match, a solo match here, Trap Zone versus Dog. The winner of this will go into the top 8 where Blue Scooty awaits, and that match will be scheduled at some point, depending on, I guess, who wins this one. Then we're going to cap the night off with a Das Masters preliminary bracket. Curie, Joshua Tolles, the winner faces Scotto. So that is what we have got coming up today. So lots of Tetris, 3 streams down, 4 to go. We're getting there. Okay, let's take a look at our Masters event rules. And the rules are that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controllers as long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used with their electronic or mechanical biological turbo only. That was one breath. One day I'm gonna get my breath up where I can get through the whole slide with one breath. I think that's the goal. Anyway, we will be doing level 18 starts, level 39 super kill screen. Turn that on. We will be uncapping the score. Of course, these are best of 5. So the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Same piece sets re-rolled in between each game. Players do not have anybody giving you any advice while you're playing your game. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you to, especially if you are experiencing tech issues. If you're having an issue with OBS or your computer slowing down or internet or whatever, just keep playing. Assume that your game will count until you hear otherwise from the judge, aka me. I am the judge apparently, and I will give you instructions. Okay, and on that happy note, Dengler says, I'm late, OBS was bugging. All right, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, the winner of this whole thing gets a share of a prize pool, which stands at $111.89. It's a 100% funded, it's a 100% fan-funded prize pool. No sponsors, no foundation, no trust fund, nothing like that. It's funded by you the fans. So if you want to grow this prize pool, attract the best Tetris players in the world to play for your enjoyment every single month, pretty much contribute to that prize pool wherever you can, 5, 10, 20, or, you know, if you have it kicking around, $1,988.11. Why not? if you got it, whatever. If we get to our $2,000 monthly incentive, we will pay the top 8. Otherwise, we will pay the top 4, which is nice, but we love to pay our top 8, and we pretty much hit our incentive, so don't want to miss a month of doing that. And thank you to everybody who has contributed so far. To contribute, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. You get a bunch of links because we got 4 tournaments going on right now. Click on the one that says Masters or ME. That'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner where it says log in is where you log in. Once you're logged in, and you can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube account. You do not have to make a Matcherino account or give them anything other than just, log in with Twitch, which I know is easy. There are a bunch of ways you can contribute. One is what someone just did, is claim a code. It's free. It kicks in 25 cents when you just click a button. It's so easy. There's no reason that we should even have any left, but okay. Please go over there. Let's finish them out like this stream. That would be a nice thing for me. That would be a nice reward for me putting in 7 different streams today. If we could get all these claim codes done, that would make me feel gratified, I guess. If you're watching after the fact, you can go to go.ctm.gg/prize, by the way, to get to these links. You can also contribute straight cash, homie. And I believe there's a sponsor quest as well. All right, that's how to support the players, to support the channel. Well, if you're on YouTube and Twitch, you know what to do. Super chat, super stickers, super comments, super thanks. You've got channel memberships, gift a channel membership over on YouTube. You can give multiple channel memberships on YouTube. Why not? Try it. It's fun. Over on Twitch, you got bits and subs and gift subs and Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming subs and all kinds of ridiculous hoo-has and ding-dongs that you can do with bits, like gigantifying an emote or making an on-screen celebration, I guess. Okay, well, that's good. And another thing you could do, go to patreon.com/monthlytetris, make an ongoing pledge of support. Keep this channel going just like these people on this screen are doing. And thank you to everybody who is doing that. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9 Tacky, Corporal Shall Be, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Kaka, Mila, and Jason with the extra little thumbs up for your support. Thank you very much. Okay, that is pretty much everything. I feel like I rushed through it all. Oh, you can use the support command for other ways to support us as well. They won't always trigger an on-screen acknowledgement, so I won't necessarily see it, but if you're just trying to support the channel, and that's your goal, then it doesn't matter. No, you're getting what you're after. All right. Well, let me go ahead and peek in on our players. Yeah, I got some cameras to adjust. Let me refresh. Winter, are you on your channel? I don't know what channel Winter is on. Seed number 31. Is there? Oh, it's Season playing Tetris, right? Durr. Yeah, I forgot about that. I just said that the other day. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Awesome. Oh my God. All right. We are feeling good. So let me just adjust some cams here. And by the way, beautiful camera work by Winter. May I say, this is like almost ideal. And we get maximum foot in this as well. So all of you feet rolling fans, you're going to be thrilled. All right, let me get us over to that. Let me fix up the cams, and players can take their last warm-ups here. We'll get Dangler all settled. Director's chair, the director. It's like he's on set or something. He's like in a gym. Where is this guy? I think he's like at the gym. All right, players, 1 minute warning for your warm-ups here. Then I'm going to drop pieces. Oh, is that a rocking director's chair? What the heck? Or are you just leaning back? Don't do that. That is very dangerous. Leaning back in a director chair. All right, look at that. Foot rolling is happening. All right, there we go. Controller in view. We love it. Oh, it's the return of the big orange controller. You'll love to see it. By the way, CTWC, get with the program, okay? It's basically the same form factor as a regular controller. Never going to stop advocating for that. CTWC, don't be stupid. Thank you. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and drop some pieces in the chat. The pieces are A976E4. A976E4, and and make sure your make sure your 39 cap is on, otherwise we'll just stop your scoring at 39. And if you have your cap on, you could actually play past 39. Okay, looks like both players are ready to go, which is good news. Who is it? Uh-oh. It is Dangler. Dangler?
You just got seat checked, bro.
Dangler had the wrong seed. A976E4. A976E4. All right, good. A976E4. Win one for the seat checker. What's up, Luke Moistwalker? All right, looks like both players are ready. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. Green bracket Dangler versus Winter. Round one. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, I feel like we have an orange controller and a pink controller. We are getting underway. On the left side of your screen, it is Dangler, qualified into seed number 18. So below 16 seed qualifier for Dangler has him playing in round one. So you don't have to see Dangler in round one. Qualified in with a 1.35 million average of his best two games played in a 1 hour qualifying period. Dangler is from the United States of America, has a PB of 5.43 million, and is ranked number 11 in the most recent Premier poll, which is a ranking of Tetris players, which is, I don't know, how do they do it? There's a poll of Tetris broadcasters and organizers and streamers and journalists even. Can you believe there are journalists? That's all compiled into a monthly ranking. Dangler is 11 on that list of 25, and you can see the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Dangler, first player to get a perfect max, and the first player to get a 1.5 million transition at 29. He's a 3 times Mega Masters player, finished in the top 8 this year. Winner of 2 Challenger Circuit, a Future Circuit. Been in CTWC Gold Bracket 3 times, or 3 times, is that right? Feels like it should be more, but finished in top 4 in 2024. Also the winner of the Northeast Regional last year, the winner of that amazing Classic Tetris Level 12 tournament as well, put on by Evesy and or Pumpy. This was the one in 2024. And I got an interesting fact about Dangler, which we will share after we introduce our other player, who is Winter. 134 for Winter, 251 for Dangler. Before I get started on some big intro, though, let's make sure that we are dug out of everything we need to dig out of. But I will say that Winter is making her debut in the monthly version of CTM. All right, we are dug out. Debut. Winter has not played in the monthlies before. She has played in Mega Masters, which she did for the first time this year. But this is our first shot at the Classic Tetris monthly. All right, Trans Rights, thanks for the 543 contribution to the prize pool to get us up to 117.57. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. 289 for Dengler, 201 for Winter. Dengler trying to bring this down. Anyway, Winter qualified into seed number 31 with a 1.14 million average of 2. Has an overall PB of 1.93 million. That is a top 50 score on the overall score leaderboard. Again, it's our debut in CTM's monthly. One time in the gold bracket, which that was this year, right? And also played in the Oklahoma regional last year as well. So it's been multiple months in a row where we have had debuts in the Masters event and other of our events. So you just love seeing players get into this, into these tournaments, and new people not new. I mean, Winter's been around forever, but in the Masters event. So it's good to see people getting their shot at Masters. 407 here for Dengler, 282 for Winter. Interesting fact. Let me tell you a fact about Dengler. 430 for Dengler, 305 for Winter. Dengler is on an interesting streak right now. Okay. Top six. He finished in the top 16 of the Masters event in March. Finished in the top 8 of Mega Masters in April. The top 4 in May. And the top 2 in June. So he's on a streak where he's advanced a round every single month. Top 16 to top 8, top 4, top 2. And it is now August. So Dengler, you got to win to keep this streak going, and he's looking to do that with the Vits. What the heck? 501 for Dengler, 338 for Winter. I mean, it's in the script, right? That has got to be scripted. 550 for Dengler through 119, 346 for Winter. Yeah, Tio says, "Oh, I see. We don't even need to play this tournament. Dengler's just gonna win." Yeah, I mean, it's like it has to happen. 596 for Dengler, 399 for Winter, and Dengler into 19 at 620. Winter looking for a bar. Can't find one before 19, but gets one right after and is now sitting at 427. All right, Dengler is piled high on the left side. It gets a long bar over so easily. God, rolling is just ridiculous. Of course, I see Dengler using that big orange controller, which I'm a fan of. 663 for Dengler, 460 for Winter. What's up, Summer B in the chat? Black Tooth is here. Luke Moistwalker, T.O. Tetris is here. Ryan is here. Kira Dev, Curie. All right, Dengler with a Tetris 746, 543 for Winter. There's a Tetris Winter, level 23. What's up? Chen is here. Kiradev says, Winter finally makes it into Masters just to face Dengler in round 1. Listen, it's never easy, okay? There's good players up and down the bracket every single month. Oh, Dengler's left side. Wasn't any problem to get a bar over there, but he'd really like another one quickly. Gets it, long bar in. Tetris, Dengler, 821 on 24, 668 for Winter. So, of course, as I mentioned, Dengler was the runner-up in the most recent Masters event. That was won, surprising to some by Pixel Andy. Oh, Dengler with the hang of the long bar puts him in kind of a precarious situation. Gets a long bar over and another one down just to bring this down the stack down for a triple. So kind of a concerning hang there for Dangler. Another split triple. Now he's working 2 rows off the bottom and gets a dirty 912. 799 for Winter through 26. Now on 27 with an 832. So good recovery for Dengler. Fortisim 2 with the raid party of 5. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you aren't following this channel and you want to watch top tier competitive classic Tetris, then please give us a follow. 907 for Winter, who has closed the gap considerably, kind of just due to some digging on Dengler's side. And Dengler with the Tetris into column 3. Level 29 attained, max out A33. Winter is in to 29 as well at 951. We'll see if these players can do post 29. Dangler A49, bringing the stack down. And we'll see what he's going to do. He's going to set up for one in column 3 and get it. A89 for Dangler. There's one for Winter. She's got the max out on level 30. All right, Dengler going to take a triple. You'll take it. Winter trying to fight this stack back down. Oh, that hang of the long bar, and then the other one didn't quite land. And oh no, another hang of a long bar. And Winter is going to top out with a max out in her first Masters event. You know, level 31. You'll take it. You know. So Dengler, you are good. I promise. All right, players, when you are ready, there is another set of pieces in the chat. A08396, thank you, Kirby, for pinning the seed. Okay, A08396. A08396. All right, both players are good. So as soon as they signal ready, we can get game number 2 started. Got a lot of Tetris for everybody today, so definitely stick around. I don't know if Winter just ate a date or a chocolate, but whatever it is, I want it. It's either one. All right, so as soon as you both signal ready, we can get started. Chocolate. All right. Good job. Okay, both players have signals ready. So we are just about to get game number 2 underway. Dangler versus Winter. Dangler up 1 game to none. Now, Winter eating that chocolate, that is a performance-enhancing substance. So, I don't know. We'll have to... I'll take you to the rules committee. My goodness. Players with their substances, their crazy controllers. Long bar in Tetris. Dangler, he gets the first one. Winter gets a Tetris as well. Oh, that long bar hang on the left side for Dangler. Trying to keep that right side open, but he's going to fix the left side first with the next long bar. And a skimming a Tetris for Dengler, 71,000, 74,000 for Winter. Vandy, does the quality of the stream matter too much for DAS Masters? Like if it's 240 to 360p, so I don't drop 25% of frames. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's just get it done. You know, let's not worry too much about that. Obviously, we prefer better. You know, better is better, but, you know, if that's not an option, then we do what we can do. That's all. All right, Tetris Winter. We just had a contribution to the prize pool from R1R2. I can't imagine what the message is. It's probably something about supporting the CTM channel. I'm sure that's what it was about. Let's look. Oh, no, it was about join Tetris for the non-pros at tnp.tetris.lol. Oh, floating Mino. My goodness. It's like my second favorite thing besides line spin. 173 for Winter, 255 for Dengler. Anyway, R1R2, thank you for the $10 contribution to the prize pool. Indeed, everybody, I implore you, if you are a non-pro at Tetris, join Tetris for the non-pros at tnp.tetris.lol. 221 for Winter, 278 for Dangler. Tetris Dangler, 328, 223 Winter. Skimming at Tetris for Winter. Now, I guess the one thing because obviously, you know, we know R1R2 loves to contribute to the prize pool and to get a plug-in for Tetris for the non-pros, and it's always the same message like every time. So I wonder, does R1R2 type that same message in every time? Because it's the same exact, you know, capitalization, spacing, everything's always the same. So I wonder, does he have it like as a cut and paste? Does he have a macro on his computer? You program you program in you type it every time, the same exact way every time. Maybe you should get a macro. That way you could just, you know, type it right. You know, you just hit one button and it's in. All right, 475 for Dengler, 371 for Winter. You have to etch it even further into your brain, right? You never want to forget it. Right, you've made a good point. 522 for Dengler through 110, 394 for Winter through 100. So Winter back by 100 lines. I mean, 100 lines. 10 lines. Oh my God, I was wrong on the internet. By 10 lines and over 100,000 points. Yeah, 100 lines. That would be a lot of push down. That would be a lot. Guys, somebody was wrong on the internet. Let's get him. Get him. All right, little spin there for Winter just to bring this stack down a little bit. Yeah, sick him. All right, Dengler 5 lines away from level 19. Couple of burns here and a Tetris Dengler 618 transition into 19. There's a dirty for Winter, 497. I'm going to try to find a way maybe to get a 500, but more importantly, just to have a safe transition. Okay, set up for a dirty. And the dirty Tetris 523 entry into 19 for Winter 525. $703 Dengler 552 for Winter. There's a Tetris Dangler 731 on level 21, about to enter level 22. Winter still on 20. All right, there's a Tetris for Winter 606. Dengler Tetris 763, level 22. Of course, we know Dengler for so many of his pace accomplishment in individual games. He's a huge pacer in tournaments as well. Oh my goodness, barely gets that long bar over that spire. He's gonna have to bring this down. Oh, the sort of the delayed 5 below, or 5 and below, whatever the heck it is. Oh, Dangler. Very interesting. Adjustments all over the place. Dangler 834 on 24, 671 for Winter. Yeah, Cole was like, wait, fire misdrop resolved. So much so that you think maybe that's not a misdrop. Like, even, you know, Dangler's misdrops look intentional. I don't know if it was a misdrop or intentional. That's the thing. It's hard to tell. Was it even a misdrop? Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't know. You never know really what to expect for this guy. 968 for Dengler, 797 Winter. All right, Dengler max out into 28. Winter 873, still on 26, back by 14 lines. So we will check and see where Winter achieves this max out. Dangler is into 29 at A87. Tetris for Winter. Dangler perfect clear on 30 with a double BO3 now. And Dangler not settling for triples. Tetris Winter 982. And a Tetris for Winter into 29 with the max at A19. So Winter right now back by about 130,000. Back by about 20 lines as well. Those that kind of line difference doesn't really factor in really too much until they get closer to 29. Tetris for Dangler, I think that was column 7. C12 for Dangler. A60 for Winter. Oh. All right, Winter hanging on here, uncovers the right side, looking for a bar. It takes a couple of skims here, and Dangler with a dirty Tetris needed it to bring this down. Winter now at B20, 160,000 points behind. And left side for Dangler is a problem, and he's going to top out at C84. Chase down target for Winter is C85, but a couple of placements of blue pieces over the right side could complicate this. See if Winter can bring this down, and no, the answer is, yeah, no. So Dangler is gonna hang on, and a great game from Winter, 1.1, level 33, higher score and deeper into 29 than game 1 for both players. So GG's, but Dangler will take it. That's a great game. Winter just needs a second. No problem. No problem at all. We're up to 127.57 in the prize pool. And if you want to support the players and ensure the continuation of this tournament, then please consider contributing to the prize pool which you can do by going to go.ctm.gg/prize, or if you're watching live, use that Matcherino command. $1, $2, $5, $10, whatever you got. You know, we're like 3/5 of the way through the tournament, and 127, you know, it's very generous, but we would love to make a little more progress. If any of y'all are out there and intending on contributing, you know, just calm my nerves a little bit, you know, help a Vandy out. All right, the pieces are here, players. 5, 6, 6C, 6, 7. When you are ready, again, you can take a moment here if you need it. I've got some Dr. Pepper Zero, so I'm feeling good. Hopped up on coffee and Dr. Pepper. I gotta admit, Dr. Pepper Zero, to me, tastes better than regular Dr. Pepper. 5, 6, 6, C6, 7. Both players are on seat, so as soon as they signal ready, we can start. Okay, both players have signaled ready. It is game number 3. Dengler is up 2-0. Winter needs to win one to continue on in her first foray into Masters. Yeah, there's something that's become very like sticky and cloying about like the normal versions of Dr. Pepper and like Coca-Cola. So I actually prefer the zero sugar versions now. Now maybe I've just become acclimated to it, but yeah, just that sticky mouthfeel. Not into it. Have I tried Dr. Pepper Blackberry? Yeah. Oh, it's so good. That stuff is very addicting. I can't buy it because I will drink like an entire 12-pack of them in a day. So I can't do it. I cannot have it. I think my favorite flavor right now, you know, like the one that's kind of I'm really into, is this like orange cream Coca-Cola, like Coke Zero. The orange cream one is so good. If I see it in the store, like they don't, you know, you can get it in cans, but it tastes better in a bottle to me, actually. So if I see it in, and they don't sell like groups of bottles, you got to buy it individually, but I will buy like 3 or 4 at a time. It's so good. Winter 207, Dangler 170 as we get underway in game number 3. Yeah, that orange Coke Zero is so good. The Coke Oreo flavor during last Christmas, yeah, it wasn't my favorite. I don't know exactly what it tasted like, but I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was not my favorite. It was kind of malty. It's almost like if you know the difference between a milkshake and a malt. It's kind of like Coke malt. 329 Winter, 290 for Dengler. Baja Blast is like insane. Now, I really do like Baja Blast. However, knowing that Baja means low, and then the word blast, I do not think I don't think Taco Bell should have a menu item which says like, which basically means a blast from below. I don't think they should have that menu item, but I guess they're getting away with it. 364 for Dangler, 383 from Winter. You know I've been streaming too much. No filter. This should be Vandy late night. I should have saved that for later. All right, Dengler kind of covered here and piling high. Uncovers that right side. Really could use a bar now. Has some burns though. Keeping it open, and this is rough. Oh my goodness, Dengler gets a bar over. What the heck? Not out of the woods yet, but I mean, my goodness gracious, that is some kind of survival. I think we got to start calling them Dengler digs now. I mean, what the heck? Tetris, Dengler, 427, 502 for Winter. So Winter able to get out in front due to that extended dig sequence from Dengler. That was bonkers. Miles, you might be losing the dig designator here. I think it's the Dengler dig. How do we make a dig? What's the best method to measure dig? Is it like checkerboard? Is it just B type? And who wins the dig championship? $452 Dengler, $596 Winter into 19. So Winter with a good lead heading into 19. Infinite dig mode in gym. Yeah, but we need a win condition, right? We need something that has an end. I guess, is it just lines or garbage mode 4? $504 Dengler, $663 Winter. I'll have to check that out. Garbage mode 4, that's what it is. What versions of gym have that? Like, do a lot of versions or only like 6 or something? Or whatever the latest one is. 533 for Dengler, 745 for Winter. Tetris, Dengler, 621, 675 for Winter. Dengler gets another one. Winter trying to uncover that gap. Does so, uncovers the well, gets a Tetris, 808. So Winter maintaining a bit of a lead. 711 Dengler. Of course, you look at Dengler, PB 5.43, Winter with the 1.93. So Dengler. But then again, 1.93 is probably within a 39 cap game, right? I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe they both have sort of around the same post 29, at least potential anyway. Winter was playing great on 29, so I don't know. I don't know what to do. Winter like, nope, I don't. You just play Tetris, all right? You don't have to interact with Vandy. You just focus on Tetris. 812 for Dengler. The 1.3 was not in 39 cap? I don't know. Was 58? Oh, so it was like an infinite. All right. It was level 58, says Kiradev. Got it. All right, 885. Winters with the max out and more. A70 for Winter. B07 with the 1.1, Dangler 923, and they've basically the same line count. So big lead, about 150,000 points for Winter. Dengler is into 29, about 990 something. Winter is in at B48. Dengler with the max. Now level 30. Let's see what Winter can do. Oh no, that left side for Winter might be unsurvivable. And it is. So a B50 top out for Winter. Chase down target for Dengler is B51. And now he's within 100,000 points. The Tetris is on 31. I guess we are approaching 40,000 now. B00 Dengler. He would love to lock it up right now. I'm sure Winter would love to continue playing on. So all you can do is sit and watch and wait. B15 Dengler needs to get to B51. Okay, set up for a clinching Tetris, but no blocks. So this is going to be tough for Dengler. So he kind of went, I don't know, he kind of ended up hanging a piece to cover that well, and Winter is going to hang on and take game number 3. So I'm not sure if he just kind of assumed, oh, I'm going to get it in, or just a misdrop, or what happened there, but that is a top out for Dengler, short of the chase down, and Winter will continue. Andrew Reeves says, bro wanted that DMJ versus Timmy Kim bailout. All right, well, we are continuing. Winter given new life in this tournament because Dengler had that clinching Tetris set up down the middle. And players, you can take a moment if you need it. 5C24CE. C24CE. Continuing education. 5C24CE. Winter pinning the seed. I like that Winter pinned the seed. Of course, you're the only other one that needed it, so it's, you know. All right, 5C24CE. Both players ready. Game number 4, Dangler versus Winter. Dangler looking to wrap this up right now. Winter can win one to force a deciding game 5. So yeah, that was a bit surprising for Dengler, but I guess it happens to everyone, as Dog Playing Tetris in chat says. All right, so far all Tetrises. Ooh, Dengler with the adjust and the Tetris. It's 114 Dengler, 72,000 Winter. Bacon says, so is today a special day or what? Why is all the Tetris scheduled today? I don't know. You'll have to ask the schedulers. I'm assuming it's just kind of happens that way. I'm sure school is coming up for a lot of these players. Oh, Dengler with that hang of the Z piece. That's going to complicate things a bit. He's going to go right to work attacking that. Not going to wait on some long bar to clean it up. But I'm sure it's a combination of school about to start and other things happening. And, you know, regionals that just happened. There's a whole constellation of factors. It's Wednesday. Oh, it's pretty cringe, Wallbant. So I like it. I like the cringe. Yeah, ask Crinkle and Zempro. $238 Winter, $219 Dangler. All right, it's 4:22 p.m. here in Texas. Tell me in chat what you're having for dinner or supper, whatever your evening main meal is. Tell me what you're having or going to have, or what you did have. I'm dying to know. 292 for Dangler. Players, you can tell me later. You don't have to tell me now. Evesy says a Cornish pasty. That sounds good. Andrew Meep says pizza. Summer B with the sandwiches, chips and hummus. So girl dinner, you're just standing in front of the fridge and just picking different things. Nice. 316 for Dengler, 376 for Winter. Lex Diski says chicken parmesan with sauteed zucchini. Breeze Twos, chicken salad wraps. Cute Pup Jesus says rice with green curry and scampi. $381 Winter. Tetris Dengler $385. They're pretty close in lines and score now. Rogue Potato, Carne Asada Burrito, Watermelon Cowboy says chicken yakisoba. Zeke Rufus says hard bread liver pate pickles. Oh, for some reason I thought those were all describing the pickles, but there's some commas in there, right? Hard bread, comma, liver pate, comma, pickles, comma. Okay. Like, what is a hard bread liver pate pickle? Tetris Dengler, $499, $497 Winter, same line count, so just a couple thousand points apart. Pasta with chicken and peppers, says Jesus the Frog. Tomatoes, salad, and beans, says Pseudo Canard. Tetris for Dengler, but he's kind of LJ dependent across three different columns. Two of those turned into long bar dependencies, and one got blocked. All right, he gets it all sorted out. 525 Dengler, 544 Winter. Tetris Dengler, Winter is covered. Winter with that Z to the left is going to miss. Going to complicate her board a little bit, but should all be accessible on that left side with rolling fairly easily. Dangler into 19 at 617. So they were tied for a while. Dangler even slightly behind, but now with a decided advantage at the 19 transition. Winter in at about 556. Tetris Dengler 641. All right. Well, thank you to everybody who answered the question about dinner. If there's any more of you out there, I don't know. I just like knowing that stuff. Isn't that weird? I just like knowing. Dangler going to miss with that S piece. Gets a long bar for a Tetris in the meantime. He's going to go right to work attacking that Tetris, Dengler. 723, 643, Winter, 80,000 point lead, Dengler. Fractal former roommate says undecided, maybe wings. That sounds good. You're gonna buy the wings, right? You're not gonna make something. Oh, floating Mino again, Winter. 707. Tetris now, Winter, 737. 841, Dangler. Grilled buffalo wings. All right. Sounds good. Dengler ahead by about 110,000. A little bit droughty. Dengler finally gets a bar, gets the Tetris. And Winter gets the bar, gets a Tetris, 846. So Dengler ahead by, about 110,000 points. We cross the 200 line mark. Another Tetris Dangler, another Tetris Dangler. So Dangler with the max and more on 27. There's a Tetris Winter 956. So one and change away for the max. There's the max. Tetris Dangler B32. One more Tetris available before 29. And it goes in after a second effort there for Dangler. B70 Dangler now on 29. Winter setting up. Dangler, Tetris's C10. Winter in at A68 has got the max. Dangler's board complicating a bit, but able to uncover that left side. Winter's board climbing. Oh, gets the bar to the right. What the heck? Winter trying to survive here, trying to dig this down, and no, that is not going to happen. Winter is going to top out, but Max is out like multiple times in this match in her monthly Masters debut. So overall, I would say a good debut against a really tough opponent. So Winter played exceptionally well. Hope to see you back here in this event. So nothing but GG's going your way for sure. So congrats on a fine start to your Masters career, Dangler. And it's a tough draw for your first event, but you did great. Dangler going to finish it out. We'll give him the 3. I'll report it 3-1. And it's going to be ID Kirby versus Dangler in the next round. And Winter, you took a game off Dangler. You know, not too bad. Oh, yeah. Claim code. All right. Winter did the contribution code on stream. All right. If Winter can do it, you know, a player, you can do it. So thank you, Winter. Appreciate that. You know, Winter's busy playing, maybe in the throes of a bit of disappointment after having lost the match, but still found it within herself to do the claim code. Guys, what's your excuse, right? What is your excuse? You weren't beating the 1.7. I mean, what was that? Oh yeah, 1.7. Holy mackerel. So huge score on the Mullen for Dengler. Is it huge? I don't know. Maybe his FMS goes down. I don't know. All right, let's set up the next match. We're gonna say goodbye to Winter. Goodbye, Winter. Hello, Dangler. Oh my God, double Danglers. What the heck? Dangler versus Dangler. They exactly tied. My word. Okay, so, and then who are we bringing in on the left side? It's gonna be number 15, Kirby. And we'll just keep it just like that. What do you say? All right. Kirby, you continue to warm up because I need to fix cameras and especially your stencil, which might not be your fault. It could just be the previous resident of your stencil. So just chill out for a sec. Continue to... All right. I guess we're just getting a giant head. We get a giant head today. All right. Maybe we can put Kirby's head on Dengler body so we get torsos from both of our players, right? Just forehead cam? You want forehead cam? All right, forehead cam only, right there. Which one is it? It's the... Oh, that one. There it is. We'll try to even out the cameras a little bit, but I'm not going to zoom like way in. There you go. That's fine. Okay, and then yeah, just keep it on that stencil game, or at least play a game, because I gotta fix stencil. There's something wrong in River City. Reset, transform. Yeah, no, that's not right. All right, we're gonna do some live stencil right here for y'all. Live stencil. We're gonna do it without the benefit of the stencil and see how we do. All right, here we go. You cut right. See that little highlight? You just take your cut line so you can barely see it right at the bottom. And then at the top, you do the same thing to that first one. So you want 2 rows of those gray blocks and then 2 rows and then 1 row at the top, just barely cutting that highlight in half and go right to the edge, bring it down. And let me see if I can get this right. Make those blocks look square. I'm gonna guess it's like right around here, but I'm probably way off. Oh yeah, way off. All right, we're gonna use a stencil now. All right, keep playing, bud. All right. Should be good enough for government work. Threes2 says, can we see Dangler's Clash Royale game Vandy? I don't know, maybe. Why did I not think to use the background to line up the stencil? That's how it's designed, Shake. Oh, all right, we are seeing it. That's how it's designed, so you have a lot of little cues on the board to see for overlap, right? You got a lot of cues. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and drop you some pieces. Excuse me. All right, so 3D8024. Thank you for the pinned Winter. Appreciate that. How many claim codes do we have left? 23. Guys, what am I doing with my life? Oh, we have 18. All right, well, that's better. Still, what am I doing with my life, guys? All right. 3D8024. Both players are ready, so I say let us get them started. Kirby versus Dengler. Not round one, round two. The winner goes to the top 16. Let us get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Winter says, yo, did I get 4 people to redeem codes? I think you did. So congratulations, but oh, we got more contribution codes coming in. I try so hard every day. All this effort. All this effort I put in, and I can't even get 50 people to click on a link on a web page. It's time to wrap it up, guys. Tetris is over. On the left side of your screen, it is Kirby. Seed number 15 qualified in with a 1.379. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. Kirby is from the United States of America. Has a PB of 2.54 million. That is a top 40 score. See how I no longer commit to what exactly the rating is of the score, because if I get one off because it was updated in the last 24 hours, people go, actually? So now I don't even do it. 94,000 for Kirby, 136 for Dangler. Anyway, Kirby has played in the Masters event many times. By the way, Q-Pup Jesus, I think it was, contributed to the prize pool. $20. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Gets us up to 150. Anyway, Kirby's been in the Masters event a bunch of times. Good seeding here in the top 16, a top 16 seed, not in the top round of 16 yet, but looking to advance to the top 8 for the first time. That is kind of the goal here for Kirby, to get to that top 8. Is yet to get to the top 8. It's been in Mega Masters 3 times. Played at Lone Star in 2022 and 2023. 3-time CTWC Gold bracket player as well. There's a Tetris Kirby 155. Also played in Bronze in 2021, where he was in the top 16, and in Silver in 2022, where he was in the top 16. Most recently, Kirby got second in CTWC's Vegas Regional. That was the one that Tetris Time, one of the several that Tetris Time has won. And Kirby has also played in the Waco Regional the last 3 years. I don't believe it was being held this year, but Kirby has played in that through 2022 through 2024. All right, Kirby relatively high on the board here. Actually, it's set up for a dirty Tetris. We'll see how long he can hold out. And yeah, holds out. And now 232 for Kirby, 344 for Dengler. On the left side, on the right side of your screen, Dangler 1.352 million qualifier. 5.43 million PB. Ranked 11 in the most recent Premier poll. Go to premierpoll.com to see the top 25 ranked Tetris players. Premier with an E at the end, by the way. Dangler has been in the Masters event a bunch of times and has finally gotten into the finals. Did so last month against Pixelandy. Has also been in the semifinals four times? 4 times. He's played in Mega Masters 3 times. Had his best finish ever this year. Got to the top 8. 2-time Challenger Circuit winner, 1-time Future Circuit winner, 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. Was in the semifinals last year. Winner of the Northeast Regional in 2024. And winner of the esteemed Easy/Pumpy Heart Tournament Classic Tetris Level 12, and that was in 2024. Dangler on a bit of a weird streak. He's improved his finishing position in either this or Mega Masters one round for the last 4 months. So in March, in March he was in the top 16, April top 8, May top 4, June top 2. So the trend would say that the only way to improve that is to win. So we'll see what Dengler's got. He's already taken step number 1. 597 for Dengler through 114. Tetris Jazz with a sub on Twitch. Thank you, Tetris Jazz. 433 for Kirby. QPup Jesus gifted 5 subs to the Classic Tetris monthly community on Twitch. Thank you, QPup Jesus. Really use that. We're probably the lowest subs that we've had in a while right now. So really appreciate that, especially now. So thank you. 484 for Kirby into 19. Keok, Night Soul, Knackery, Mademoiselle Lily, and TV Antenna, you have received gift subs from Cute Pup Jesus, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Cute Pup Jesus with 5 more. Are you serious? Thank you, Cute Pup. 510 for Kirby. 700,000 for Dengler. He didn't get into 19 with it, but on 19 with a 700 is pretty good. So Cute Pup Jesus with those 5 more. That was Skittles, Drubs, TGM, Chaotic Melon, and Silent Ray. Really appreciate that, QPup. That is very nice of you. And Tetris Jazz with that Prime resub. Good reminder, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can, get a free Twitch Prime gaming subscription and apply it to the streamer of your choice on a monthly basis. But it's use it or lose it, and you gotta, opt in really every single month and apply it to that streamer. It does not auto renew, so don't let it go. Use it. Don't waste it. Or if you're going to waste it on us. 859 for Dangler, 652 for Kirby. We had another contribution to the prize pool, by the way, from Fractal 7th Roommate. Says, go Fractal with the $20. 170 now in the prize pool. Thank you, Fractal 7th Roommate. Appreciate that. 921 for Dangler on level 23. Tetris Kirby 741, and Kirby's on a good pace, and if this were any other match, you'd say, wow, good pace here for Kirby, but Dengler on an insane pace right now. Little adjust there. Tetris Kirby 806. Oh, Dengler's left side gets a bar over to stay alive. That would have been eminently chase downable with a lot of time if Dengler hadn't been able to survive that, but he does. But Dengler's got to bring this down. He's still got a 135,000 point lead. Tetris for Kirby. And another Tetris Kirby. Dengler still digging. He's just going to take the triple and open up that right side. Well, he's still got a lead. And a Tetris for Dengler. He's got the max out going into 27, so that God tier pace kind of moderated a bit, but still got the max on 27. That's pretty good. And that left side Dengler square doesn't get over either. He was able to fix it. Kirby with the max A12 on 28. Dengler Tetris A70 on 28. All right, I think it was is that a dirty from Kirby? I think so. Summer B with the contribution to get us to 200 even. Thank you, Summer B. Really appreciate that. Both players now on 29. B77 Dengler. A89 for Kirby. There's another Tetris Dengler. Tetris Kirby B31. Emily is useless with the Prime sub. Thank you, Emily. Appreciate that. Dengler C65. Neither player ready to score Tetrises. But Dengler really just trying to maintain a lead. He can keep scoring and putting pressure. That's really what he needs to do. All right, Kirby trying to set up one. Gotta make this up. Kirby knows. And yeah, this is gonna be tough. But well, making progress. Kirby, oh no, that square to the left. He like almost was like one piece away from clearing it out. So we'll see if he cannot survive. No, both players topping out on level 33 actually. And Dengler was way ahead. So that score lead was basically the lead that he had at the transition, I think. So all in all, fairly even from the 19 transition till 33. Dangler gonna take this one. Game number 1. Uh-oh. What happened? Let's look at what happened. Oh, wait, you're back. All good. No problem. Well, maybe a little bit of a problem. We're getting like slideshow on Kirby's side. Kirby, you might want to check because looks like you had some kind of outage and now you're slideshow. No, you're back. All right, you are back. You are back. Okay. New pieces. 021EB4, 021EB4. Thank you, Winter. Level 3 hype train right now. Oh, wait, Dengler is offline, actually. Your laptop just shut itself off. All right, so we're going to be waiting for Dengler to come back. Kirby, if you want to... if you want to warm up or whatever. We can use this time to let you know about some stuff that is coming up, which you may be interested in. For example, the Space City Regional, University of Houston, Texas, August 16th through August 17th. This is being put on by Mari and Sharky down in Houston. So if you're anywhere near the area or can get there or whatever, head on over. That QR code will take you to a Discord server where you can get more information. So head over to that Space City Regional. Another regional you may want to head out to is the Mini D on the screen regional. It's Minnesota, CTWC affiliated regional, August 22nd, August 2023 at the Doubletree, Bloomington, Minnesota. You can find information about the convention it's associated with, I think, 2dcon.gg, and you can also, I think, get over to a Discord server or something with information, bit.ly/MINNED 2025. So those are two things. Yeah, Meme and Rhubarb. Yeah, Meme and Rhubarb are putting on that regional. So you want to meet those people? Head out there. Okay. I'm just going to refresh both of the streams here just to be 100% sure that we are starting simultaneously. So just bear with me. And the match is not over, Travis. We just had a little tech hiccup. Not on my side, player side. Sharkra, thank you for the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. All right, we're going to stick with those pieces 021EB4. So let me put him back in chat for Dangler in case he needs him. 021EB4. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Let me just check C's just to be 1,000% sure. 021EB4. Yes, good. Get him started. Game number 2, Dangler versus Kirby. Game number 2. All right, thanks everybody for your subs and all that stuff on Twitch. Appreciate that. Wow, level 3 hype train, so hype. Wow. I'll never forget where I was during that level 3 hype train because I'm always at the same place sitting in this chair, right? All right, both players with a bit of a weird board to begin. Dengler's super spiry. All right, there is a little double for Dangler. Looks like Kirby's going to be the first one to get back to Tetris ready position. 55,000. Oh, blocks the well just as the bar comes. Dangler builds up, gets that dirty 60,000. And Tetris Kirby 83,000. All right, Dangler going for dirties on the way down. And there's another one, Dangler 87,000. There's one, Kirby 131. All right, a couple of long bars are going to help Dangler out a little. And he's got another dirty one row off the bottom, column 8, looking for that, and gets it. Kirby working one row off the bottom. Really odd start for both of these players. 177 Kirby, 137 Dangler. All right, Dangler is going to take that triple, take that double. Just, tired of crazy stack. Gonna wait on. Oh, there we go. Tetris Dangler causes a gap, so he's going to be burning a little bit more. 199 for him. Kirby with a good board. Tetris ready and Tetris Kirby 272. All right, Dangler finally drilled back down to the bottom of the board. Could use like 2 long bars in a row or in very quick succession. And, well, there they are. So 237 Dangler, 341 Kirby. So the winner of this moves to the top 16 in the Masters event. We've got 3 more matches today of Tap Masters top 16. The first of those broadcasts will start in an hour. And I think that's going to be what? Eyeball Critical Lapis Coster. Dangler with a big spire there. Is Tetris ready, though? And the long bar gets over Tetris Dangler 351. He's going to chuck... well, I thought he was going to chuck both bars, but what do I know? Well, don't answer that. Because it's very little. I already know. All right, Tetris Dangler 383. Oh, Kirby gonna block the well here. And this is gonna take a little bit of digging. Great long bar for Kirby. He's gonna maybe forestall a tragic dig there, but Okay. Is JD or Alex T playing later? No. JD and Alex T are already into the semifinals. We've still got to mop up the top 16 before either one of them can play. That is what we are doing today. But Dog will be playing if you're concerned with, so-called big name players. Dog will be playing. 549, Dengler, 608, Kirby. Dengler now into level 20. Kirby, Tetris into level 20 as well. Yeah, L versus Dog, very hype for Tap Masters. Agreed. No, Joseph is into the semifinals, defeated Dylan. I think that Dylan versus JD was a bit of an anticlimax. I mean, watch it because, history, but bit of an anticlimax. All right, triple Dangler, 670. Kirby, Tetris, 745 on 22. Tetris Kirby 801 on 23, 730 for Dangler. So when the lines are basically tied, they're about 100,000 points apart, Kirby in the lead. Vandy, what happened with the mold? Well, they're doing all right by us, right? They cut out the offending boards or drywall. And they seem to be taking it seriously, so that's good. The new management is better. We've gone through four different management teams in the 3 years we've been here. 983 for Kirby, one away and gets it. A16 for Kirby into 26. So he's got the max. 1.2 transition into 29 is on the table, depending on how efficient he is. Bit of a grindy game here for Dangler, although, it's not a bad score, 909 through 27, but just feels like kind of a grind here. Kirby, A90, 944 for Dangler. There's a skimming of Tetris for Kirby into 28, B27. All right, Dangler into 29 at 973. So he's got some catching up to do no matter what happens here. Kirby, B74 into 29. So it's about a 200,000 point lead for Kirby right now. Tetris is on level 29, or worth 36,000. Kirby trying to hold out on that right side. You're going to bring the whole thing down, triple. Dangler's got the max on 31. Tetris for Dangler, A52. Dangler just trying to keep it low. Oh, it's kind of... Oh, this is pretty scary here for Dangler. Gets a dirty Tetris, can bring this down. It's got the B00. Kirby with the D23, and he has only extended this lead after getting into 29. Tetris for Kirby, E03 on 33. Dangler going to top out with the 1.1. Kirby mulling this one out, please. Tetris, Kirby, E89 on 34. All right, Kirby trying to get back some efficiency here. Has the 1.5 in hand, the FO9. Next milestone would be the rollover, and he's clearing this away. Long bar over for a triple, F29. And there's a split double. He's really trying to gut this rollover out on the mullen. Okay, if he can Tetris here, well, that's a triple. So if he can find a Tetris here, he will get the rollover. He's going for it, but I don't know where these points are going to come from now. Oh, no, and a near rollover for Kirby. Still a great game. F77 on 38. So GG's Kirby, great game. All right, take a moment if you need it, players, you can. But the pieces are here waiting. Winter, you are indeed carrying the pins. Thank you for pinning the seed. 6CAFF1. 6 Charlie, Alpha Fox, Fox 1. All right, what was once a best of 5, now a best of 3. Kirby versus Dangler. Oh, Kirby was ready and now is not ready. Wait, what happened? What did I miss? No. You're back on Tetris. No. Foul. You are on Tetris. This is a restart, Curbs. I don't know what happened. You signaled ready, then you went back to the menu. You had to put in your line cap and you misclicked. All right, let's go ahead and increment to 7D. Let's just increment to 7D, players. All right, 7D AFF1. Good. All right, yeah, it's the real game number 3. What was once a best of 5, now best of 3. Kirby and Dangler for real. No cap, on God. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I thought there was a 39 cap. There is a 30. I said no cap. Oh my goodness. See, I can see where you're confused. All right, we're underway in game number 3, Kirby and Dengler. Both players on a mission. Kirby trying to get into at least the top 8 for the first time. Of course, you got to win this and get to the top 16 to have a chance at that. Dangler has improved his position in this tournament each of the last 4 months. So looking to continue that. Of course, that would mean a win in this tournament. All right, Tetris, Dangler, another one. Dirty for Kirby. And that was a stack for Kirby, but those couple of long bars in a row are going to help him out quite a bit. Skimming a Tetris, Dengler 163, and a long bar skim. It's going to clean up that board. And another Tetris, Dangler 186, 170 for Kirby. Tetris Dangler 254, 216, Kirby. So these two players have faced each other twice in CTM this year. They faced each other in Mega Masters. And yeah, that was in the round of 32. So not round one, but I guess round two. Basically, Dengler did take that one. So maybe Kirby looking to exact a little revenge. And they also faced each other in June, so the most recent one. And that was in the round of 16. 3-1 Dangler took that one, of course, on his way to a finish in the finals. Kirby has defeated Dangler in a match in Classic Tetris League, however. And that was actually fairly recently, so like within the last month or so. $450 for Kirby, $469 for Dangler. $538 Dangler through 109, $544 Kirby through 113. These are good paces. Oh, Kirby with that long bar kind of antenna placement there. And it's going to work out. Tetris for Kirby. All right. Dangler trying to bring this stack down. And just a couple pieces away just to put some additional weight on that. I'm going to take a triple there. Dangler in at 598. Kirby's in at 619. Gets a Tetris immediately after the transition. 643 now for Kirby. And another one. So pretty robust transition scores for both of these players. Tetris Dengler 652. Kirby gets one 692. 40,000 point lead for these two players. Okay, dirty triple. Kirby 736, Dangler 738. So they are close in score, close in lines. Kirby with the better board gets a Tetris 766. Dangler, no great place for it. That initial Z. That's going to extend this dig a little bit, and then that L to the left, obviously frustrating. So Dengler going to go to work, try to bring this down. Tetris Kirby 856. Out to over a 90,000 point lead now. Capitalizing on this dig from Dengler. Dengler is set up in column 7, trying to keep it open. T does not get all the way to the left, so he's just going to bring this all the way down. All right, dirty for Dengler, 819, 909 Kirby. And Kirby gets another one. So 120,000 point lead for Kirby, close in lines. Max out for Kirby on 27. Tetris Kirby A79, and he's going to have a 1.1 at least going into level 29, assuming he gets these next two lines. That left side for Kirby, a bit concerning, but kind of a double and a Tetris for Kirby, B56. Dangler is into 29, and he's going to get a Tetris here. He's on 30 now. A55, 110,000 point lead for Kirby. And Dengler's board getting a bit spiry. I'm going to work around that. Oh, that rotation on that L piece didn't happen. That is going to be a top out for Dengler at A65. And Kirby is good in game number 3 and goes up 2 games to 1. All right, GG's players. C D781. Those are the pieces. 6 Charlie, Delta 781. YouTube Dave cheering on Dangler. Nick E says, why are these matches always on when I have to go to work? Damn you, time zones. I know. These matches are always on when I have to go to work, too. Okay, 6CD781. Both players have signal ready. Game number 4. In 3-2-1, Tetris. Dengler's got to win this one to force a deciding game number 5. Strog says, I watch these matches at work. Oh my goodness. No wonder no one's, getting anything done. Perks of working from home, I guess. I mean, I guess I watch these matches at work. Get it? Get it, guys? Get it? That's because it's my work. For now. Tetris Kirby 73,114 for Dangler. Summer B says, your livelihood depends entirely on us. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? All right. Oh, Dengler gonna miss that T-spin. Oh, Summer B has gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you, Summer B. So I guess guilting you all has worked a little bit. Thank you so much, Summer B, for gifting those 5 subs to the CTM community. Flexium Nova, Pip, Max Plus Pi, Lipton, and MB Adept. You have received gift subs from Summer B. Really appreciate the support. Thank you very much. All right. Dirty Tetris Dangler 202. Kirby up kind of high here. Finally gets the bar to bring this down. A good flat stack for Kirby. You got to keep Vandy from starving? I think we probably do better to make me starve. It's probably the best thing to do. All right, Tetris, Dangler 251, 229 for Dangler. He's going to use that T sideways to burn away that little bit. You closed fly right for me? Oh my God. Thank goodness. It deserved it. It really deserved it. Fly right is this. It's where it used to be, I would have said at one point the best chicken sandwich in Austin, but the quality started to go downhill. See, I don't know. People need to consult me restaurant wise, because I can tell you what's wrong. And I can predict like 2 years in advance that you're going to fail and tell you. So yeah, I don't know, but I have no experience, like professional experience, no professional certifications, no publications, but I can tell you. They really needed to consult me. $397 Kirby, $442 for Dengler. I don't think people want to consult someone who can only tell them when they're going to close business. But yeah, I can predict it, and I can usually, tell you what you need to do. Tetris Dangler 468, 449 for Kirby. Kirby uncovers, gets a Tetris 473. All right, Dangler gets one, sets back up. Oh, Dengler going to pass on the Tetris, fix that left side first. All right, Dengler into 19 at 521. Long bar over at Tetris Dengler. Kirby ahead now by about 40,000, something like that. Good board. Tetris, Kirby, 623. See, I think I got to find a way to sell short on the closing of local restaurants. I got to figure out a way to do that. I'd make $1 billion. 708 for Kirby. 653. I guess I have to convince them very quickly to issue stock, and then I can short sell it. All right, Tetris. Dengler, 710. 740, Kirby. Tetris for both. Kirby ahead by 39,000. Tetris, Kirby 903. All right, Dangler going to remove that little gap. T.O. rooting for a decider. All right, good flat stack here for Dangler, 874, 940 for Kirby. Tetris, Dangler, 916. Oh, Kirby spiring a little bit, but working it down. Oh, no, that left side for Kirby. He gets a Tetris. He's got a max. But now he's in immediate threat level red. And Kirby just 8 lines to sort of figure this out. And he's going to be able to access the middle of this. So there is a path out. So he can now fix sort of the middle of this a little bit just to bring this down just in time for 29. Can he survive this? A28, Dangler is now in the lead. And what the heck? Kirby is going to survive. Are you serious? And get a Tetris. How does anyone survive that? Well, Kirby's got to lock in, though, because he's still playing, and Dangler is in the lead now. I mean, amazing survival, but you can't celebrate too long. Oh, no, that left side T is going to be a problem. Kirby going to top out at A86, and Dangler is good in game number 4. So we are going to a decider. Yeah, clip that and ship that to Linesman Media. That was actually really insane survival from Kirby. But, I mean, just not a lot of time to admire your handiwork on 29. You just got to get right back into it. But, I mean, that is absolutely bonkers. Just kind of went up and got it. Diving board strats, moving pieces around, capped it off with a Tetris. That was actual real survival. Q-Pup Jesus says, don't you just auto win when you do that? I don't think so. So GG's Dangler, you have tied it up. You can mon it out if you want to. Just get some 29 practice in. Not a problem. Gerald, no. We are one player mullined, so, you know, the other player can mullen. All right, Dangler, you have tied it up. The pieces are here. Players, again, you can take a moment if you need it. That is fine. I'm just putting the pieces in there. In fact, players, why don't you just give me 60 seconds, actually. Give me 60 seconds. I will be right back. Okay, I have returned. Oh, run ads. I've been forgetting to run ads all bleeping day. Can you believe it? Yes, you can believe it because I'm just... Well, I think I have them running automatically on YouTube now. Maybe I should just run them automatically on Twitch, honestly. I hate that if people who aren't subbed get interrupted, but on the other hand, I'm missing out. All right, both players are on seed and both players have signaled ready, so it is a decider. Let us get game 5 underway in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, Kirby, and Dangler. One win, one game gets you into the round of 16. All right, so Dengler fighting back in that game number 4 to tie this up. Both players now up against it. All right, Tetris Dangler 91,000. There is one Kirby 91,000 through 16. More Tetris after this. Yeah, it never ends, Travis. It never ends. Which is good. I mean, that's what I'm here for. That is what I'm doing. We have we have some cleanup to do in Tap Masters top 16. And then we'll have a Das Masters bracket as well. Who is playing next, says Mr. Cuddles. Well, Mr. Cuddles, in 29 minutes, Eyeball will be taking on Critical Lapis in CTM Tap Masters. The winner will take on Coster, and the winner of that whole thing will advance to the semifinals of Tap Masters, our hyper tapping tournament that we're doing for the first time. 194 for Kirby, 217 Dangler. Kirby up kind of high here. Opens up that right side again, bringing this down. And Tetris for both 226. Oh wait, another Tetris. So 249 Kirby, 275 Dangler. So we'll have that, and then we'll also have pretty much right after that, I would say, another Tap Masters match, which is going to be Trap Zone versus Dog playing Tetris, and that will have a top 8 spot on the line. Eventually, the winner of that will take on Blue Scooty. Oops. $317 Kirby, 300 for Dengler. Javan T says 55-piece drought. Yeah, that 55-piece drought is trout worthy. That's for sure. All right, 414 Dangler, long bar in Tetris. There's one in for Kirby, 431. We approach the 100 line mark here in this 5th game. .505 Dengler, 522 Kirby. Here's a Tetris Dangler. 2 lines apart, 6,000 points apart. .551 Dengler, 568 Kirby. Vandy, got any fun plans left for this season of the year besides doing CTM? Yeah, I'm just grinding, really. I'm just grinding CTM. I'm not going to be going to, as far as I know, any regionals. Not going to Jonas Cup. 600K transitions for both of these players. Tetris Dengler 667. It is. I mean, what the heck? I mean, this is living. I love CTM. I love doing it. So, like, oh well, you got to take a break. No, this is my break. I'm on my break. 693 for Dengler. Tetris Dengler 720 for Kirby. I mean, I've been able to do my break for, well over a year now. So Tetris Kirby 774. $829 Dengler, 802 Kirby. Kirby with a covered well. Serial number gifted a sub to the classic Tetris community. It went to Myjak Husky. So thank you, serial number. Appreciate that. All right, Kirby, still 4 lines of garbage over the well. Uncovers, great pieces to build out the left. Long bar in Tetris. Kirby and another one. 907 Kirby. 902 Dengler. They're like 4 lines apart. Evesy says, is just doing CTM sustainable as your day job? If that's a question, it's not taboo to ask. I don't know. It's subsistence, basically. The bank account is much less gradually going down, but on a monthly basis. I don't know. I'm kind of treading water right now, but that's okay. I probably will have to do something else at some point, though. More reason to run those ads, I know. Got to find sponsors. I mean, that's the problem with this whole thing. B11 Kirby, A52 for Dangler. I mean, sponsors would be lining up if it would. They would be reaching out to you if it were worth it for them. It's hard to make it worth it for them. A64 for Dengler, C16 for Kirby into 29. That's a 1.2 into 29. There's a Tetris Kirby, Tetris Dengler. He's got the 1.1 into 29. It's going to come down the next, few moments, few minutes. Who knows? Oh, Kirby gets a long bar over. Tetris is in cleanup mode now. Kirby fighting board, complicating. That's going to be a top out for Kirby at D32. The target for Dangler is D33. That's about a 200,000 point chase down. He's got room to do it. And all Kirby can do is sit and watch and wait. So Dangler got to get to D33. He's at B78. He's got 65 lines to work with. Tetris is on level 32, where he's at right now, are worth just under 40,000. All right, he's going to get that triple. He's got a good stack here. CO8, 3 Tetrises, plus whatever he gets along the way, setting those up would seal it. He's set up. He's going to bring it right back down. He's set up again. He's trying not to overcommit. Long bar over Tetris Dengler, C67. Okay, he's going to take some cautious burns here. Not the worst thing in the world. Maybe he's going to try to line out until he gets to within 1 or get a... Let's see what he can do here. There's a triple. C99. So he's within 1 Tetris now. And he's actually set up for that Tetris right now. If he gets a bar, he doesn't want to go all in. He uncovers that right side. D26 he's at. He needs D33. Long bar over for a split double or triple, and that is going to do it. Dangler with the 200,000 point chase down. What a match between these two. Dangler going to clutch it out on maybe a match where he did not have, maybe he wasn't at his full capacity today, but he really gutted it out. And Kirby really put him through his paces. Dangler, you know, a top 12 ranked player. Kirby did everything he could possibly to, pushed him to a decider, had a 200,000 point lead when he topped out on level 30. And so put Dangler to the test, and Dangler just able to pass that test. So what a great match. Kirby says, good game, bro. If I could have just survived slightly longer. Yeah, very much indeed. So Kirby with a great match, great showing against a really tough player, and Dangler maybe going to get it on a day where I think he seemed a little bit frustrated throughout this, but was able to clutch it out. And Dangler will be moving on to the top 16, but all praise to Kirby. He did a great job. I mean, that was a great game by Kirby, and Kirby just, I don't know, over the last few months seems to have turned a corner. So we will see what the future has in store for Kirby 19 minutes from now when our next bracket starts. Nestris never restrous. Let me go ahead and report this match. We'll take a look at our up-to-date bracket. 3-2 Dengler. And wow, man, what a chase down, 200,000 right at the end in the decider with maybe not your best stuff. Okay, let's take a look at the bracket. What is it? B16. Dangler is in there now, and Dangler will be taking on Dog, who is in the chat, scoping out the competition. Doesn't really need to scope out the competition. He's played him a million times. But yeah, all right. Dog will be taking on Dangler in the green. So far, we filled out half the bracket. None of the top 16 brackets though are ready because it's all like every other spot has been filled. So that is the current status of this tournament. Sunny will be playing Andy. Dangler playing Dog, Guafi playing Meme, Cobra playing Knight. I gotta admit, low key, or high key, depending on the match. I mean, each one of these is kind of a banger. Sunny got like what, back 1.4s in his couple of matches there. So, you know, Sunny putting the world on notice against the reigning winner, Pixel Andy. Okay, so we're gonna go offline. We got about 17 minutes. It's good for YouTube to separate these into separate VODs. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream real quick. Thank you to those of you who supported the stream, new followers, Deacon, Tom, Circle, subscriptions, Deacon, Jockey Moo, Godzilla over on YouTube. I think that's a follow. A bunch of people got subs gifted from Serial Number and Summer B and Cube Up Jesus. So thank you to y'all for gifting those subs. Really appreciate that, and a raid from Fortis as well. Thanks to our patrons for supporting the channel, everybody on this slide. Big ups to Scott, Gray, Jay, The Window, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shelby, Troy, Dan, Kim, Rogue, Potato, Cacket, Mila, and Jason. If you want to support the channel, go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. And prize pool now up to 202.25 thanks to some contributions. $2. I missed this one from Nicholas, I think. Thank you, Nicholas. Summer B. This is Fractal's 8th roommate says hi. Fractal's 7th roommate with the $20 says go Fractal. And Cute Pup Jesus with the 20. We got 7 contribution codes left. We'll get those, I'm sure. Or borrow with the $10 as well. And Isaac with that 5532 in the previous stream. So thank you, everybody, for contributing to the prize pool. I'm going to go ahead and cut stream now. YouTube, we will see you in about 16 minutes on the other stream. Tapmasters, Blue and Purple, Eyeball, Critical Lapis, and Coster. See you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Twitch will give you a raid for